Let's talk about all the things we know about base building in Starfield. Hello, it's Icy, and I love to build bases and houses in games. So, the outpost is what we'll be able to build in Starfield, and I wanted to take a quick moment here to actually summarize all of the things we know so far, some of the things I'd like, and some of the things we can maybe speculate on for outpost building in Starfield. Starfield, time of recording, is about 70 days-ish away to early access, and I can't wait. I really can't. I love me some base building in games, sometimes to the extent of forgetting to play the rest of the game looking at you, Fallout 4. So I am extremely hyped to see what this system has in store. The fact that we might be able to mod to make this even better is extremely exciting. So, things that we know for sure so far. We'll be able to have bases, and that was not necessarily a guarantee, so I am super excited for that. It will be an end game system. There's an interview with Todd Howard, which I'll link in the description, that will give you some details about that, but it is going to be expensive both in materials and money. Shipbuilding as well, actually. Now, there is, however, and this information was from last year, there's a trait that allows you to be a homeowner early on that apparently gives you a small building, something I am 100% going to look into because I need to do my base building early on. So, and it will be interesting to see whether that's actually a plus or a minus, because I believe the disadvantage with that trait is you actually have to use some of your the money that you earn up front to actually put it into keeping the base going. So it might not actually be the best idea to start early on, but we'll see. So some other things that we know from the showcase, that there are different sorts of building types. If you look very carefully at the descriptions of the different base types, there is a link in the description as well to the full showcase video. You'll see that there are military style, there are just normal style, there's different sorts of styles of actually modules that you can put together. It does look from the showcase that everything is in a pre-built module. It doesn't look, so far from what we've seen, like you can actually build things from individual walls and individual floors and stairs and that kind of thing. That is a functionality that is in No Man's Sky. Don't know if that's going to be in this one. It's definitely, here's this module, put it down, assemble it how you like. So, there is a top-down mode that allows you to move things around and actually get a bird's eye view, perhaps a drone's eye view, of how to arrange things in your base. There is also an first-person view, it looks like, as well. So perhaps for organizing things inside the base, for placing furniture or placing items for decoration, that kind of thing. Now, I have some questions that I haven't got answers to yet, but it won't be long. And also, I am, of course, hoping for some more videos to come out in the next couple of weeks that will go into perhaps some of the other systems as they are released. Things I want to know. Are bases multi-level? Can I put things on top of other things? Can I make towers? There is one watchtower if you look in very carefully in the types of modules that you can place. So that will give us some height, but can I put the watchtower on top of another watchtower, for example? I would very much like to make very tall bases. That would be cool. Can you terraform? If I am on a world or a moon, more importantly, can I actually modify the ground to suit the kind of base that I want to build? If you look carefully again at the placement part of the video, you'll see a little message popping up saying terrain not level, or a little message popping up saying foundation, there's a problem with the foundation. So that could be something to find out about as well. So terraforming is interesting. The other thing I really want to know about is, can I build under the sea? Are there water planets? Are there open bodies of water? There is one shot in the showcase of, I think it's probably on one of the main planets, of a bunch of NPCs sitting by the beach. Great, so there must be water. Can I build next to it? Can I build a perfect beachside residence? These are very important questions. Building underneath the water would be absolutely amazing. Can I build in a cliff? I want to build something inside a cliff. I have all these ideas, truly, and I would love to play around with all of them. What about animals? If you build on a planet that has animals, and apparently that's only something like 100 out of the 1,000 or so planets and moons actually have wildlife, is that a problem? Is something going to attack my base? Do I need to take that into account when I'm building it? Can my base be raided by any of the NPC factions? That was certainly something that happened in Fallout 4. Do I need to set up defenses to protect my base from NPCs? Something I'd like to know. Some other questions that I have is, are bases affected by gravity? Do I have limitations on where? Can I build on a moon? I want to build out in space, looking out over at a planet with the stars in the background. Can I do that? Do I need to worry whether the surface is airless or if it has air? So many, many questions that I have. Some other things that we do know. Companions can work in bases. Crewmates can work in bases. You can set up multiple bases and set up deliveries between them. So you can actually set up, for example, mine over here, sell over here, make money that way. That is something that looks like it's possible. And the other thing that I really, really want to know is, how are there story aspects to this as well? If I have a base, is there actual story that ties all these things together? That would be kind of cool, and I would like that very much. So there's a bunch of things I want to know about base building. There's some things that we know so far, not a lot. I'm very happy to know that the system is there in the first place, but I need to know so much more. But it's not very long until we can find these things out. So one other thing that I hope is a functionality with the base building is modding. I want to know, if I don't like the color of the carpet, for example, can I actually jump into the mod system and actually make my own? That would actually be something that I would 100% do. Can I make my own shapes and not just reskin? These are all things that I very much would like to know, can I do? And I can't wait to actually find out all of these super exciting things. And I would absolutely love to build a base on a bright pink planet. But do you want to see me come build bases on Starfield? Well, you can't yet, but soon. You can come follow me over at twitch.tv/ICYIC, where for the time being I am building bases in the Elder Scrolls Online, as well as playing other games. But once Starfield launches, well, there's going to be a lot over there. Do subscribe here on YouTube if you haven't. There will be further Starfield videos, including something really cool coming closer to the actual Starfield launch date, something I'm planning to make, and I am wildly excited for that. So do subscribe to find out more about that a little later on. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Icy. Thank you for joining me here, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.